Welcome to semi-finals of the Sensation Cup. This pro tournament, hosted by Asian Sensation and sponsored by Ninja TV, brings together the world's top 18 players. Top 3 players get cash prizes and exclusive official Ninja TV merch. Who will emerge as the ultimate champion? Stay tuned to find out. Alright, what's going on, everyone? We are in the semi-finals right now of the Sensation Cup. And our opponent here is Sinful, which is an OG and a pretty solid player. Let's look at the stats a little bit. So, Sinful has beat Zoro 3-0, Sinful has beat Flush 3-0, Sinful has beat Prideful 3-0, and Sinful has beat Bold Sheep 3-0. So, he is 12-0 in this tournament, and he's the only player who has not lost a single game in this tournament. So, we are arguably facing probably the best player right now in the tournament, because since no one has not lost a single game. This is the semi-final, so the winner of this is guaranteed second place. And second place prize is what, like $100 and 100 in merch. So in total, like $200. So starting map is Frozen River, and we're going to be going Farmyard, and he's going NG. He starts off in an anti-stall, standard start. You don't want this to be a high farm game, so NG player is forced to anti-stall. So standard start here, I just go for my snap freeze here. Yeah, this is just like basic Farmyard gameplay. Go for my snap freeze here. Nicely done. Shouldn't leak at all here, honestly. Alright, so how did you land on Frozen River, you may ask? So the starting map is a pool of 5 maps. One sec, let me pull it up. So the starting maps are Frozen, Offside, Water Hazard, Wattle Resorts, and Swan Lake. So we take turns banning maps. I am the higher seed, so I had to ban first, and we landed on Frozen River. So this is by my plantation round 6, and he does the same. So he is up by 50 eco right now, which is expected because Feria's defense is very expensive early game, but it does do better than NG late game. Like NG just cannot do pretty much anything late game, because the one tower, there's not really a tower which can solo ZMGs. Like NG is already useless enough late game, and there's not really a tower which can like see camos and be good at all out for round 13 and also defend late game. So he's most likely going NFE here, and Ninja especially just sucks late game. Like send it like 5 ZMGs and it just dies. So he sends me some whites and the region whites. This is doing not much because I am targeting my heli pretty well, and I spike the bag just so he cannot tell how much I am leaking. So notice how I spiked even though I wasn't leaking as much. So that makes him think that I am leaking, and he sends a lot more than he should be. So it's just a loss of information for him. I just spike again, just using the same logic. And at round 10, I just send him a couple nets just to break his anti-stone. And I just buy my quad darts here just to be safe, just to save some lives there. Also, at the time of recording this, I am a little bit sick, so the commentary might be a little bit off, and apologies for that. And round 11, he just sends me whites. I just go for my rotors, standard stuff, nothing crazy so far. And I keep sending leads. This is a really good rush, by the way. This is so annoying for NG player. Like, just send constant leads, and they're gonna have to use the spikes, and eventually it's just gonna start leaking. So really like this rush here. He is saving up for his trap, and I just sent a few zebras just to force his trap, and he ends up selling a farm there and going for a second ninja. Now this is a massive misplay by him. What he should have done is just boosted there, and he was basically fine because you can just afford a Sabo for an all out. So really big misplay there. That's probably going to cost him the game here, because see, now he has a ninja on the map. That's not only that's like $1,000 in defense, it's also blocking the air balloons. So he's not gonna get as much blues in his balloon trap as possible, so which is not good. So round 40, he just sends his ninja and sends me a massive region rainbow rush here, and I just do some rotors targeting and successfully pop the first 2 rainbows, and the third rainbow I just defend with my rotors and the quad darts. So really good defense there. I perfectly target with my rotors just to engage the region rainbows, and didn't let it region like crazy. I just go for around 15 back. Now round 16, he sends a massive rush here, and I just target my rotors. Notice how I'm hovering my rotors at the top, and at the same time I'm getting it at the bottom. because I want to pop the zebra layer so my eyes can do some damage. So we just boost and we just fight. Now I get ready to cash out here in case he sends a secondary rush. Double rotors should be just fine. So it looks like he's not really sending anything. So this is just gonna be a playing game now. Also, how you play NG is, since I only know how I used to be an NG player, there's basically two play styles. You can either match my bank with a higher eco and try to outplay me with ramping and outturn, or you can just go psycho mode and just go choke rush like he is going here. And honestly, bro, choke rush is just way too inconsistent. You should just match the bank with higher eco and try to get it late. But in both of these cases, Helifa wise players just wins. Like, there's just nothing you can do as an NFE player. So he sends his farm here, and I noticed that. So I'm just gonna wait to sell my bank, and I notice I am not gonna defend this, so I stall this and I get up like 2 more helis and we just fine. So that was basically his all out. So I'm literally fine with selling my bank. Like, doesn't really make a difference. And look at his screen, bro. He can't even afford a double shot. Not a double shot. He can't afford a jitsu right now. So even if I all out with region rainbows here, I would have won. But I take the safer route, since you can't really tell how much money they have cooked up. So I just set him a BFB, and this is basically impossible for him to defend because he has like no money. Also, he was aggro like the entire game versus me, and now it's like his turn to defend rushes. So let's see how it does here. He is not saboing right now because he doesn't have any money to do like anything. So I'm also not really setting him anything else because the most likely outcome in this scenario is just him countering. Like, there's just no way he defends this. Like, if he goes for his defense, I can just send a counter here. And I notice he's going for the defend, so I send him region rainbows. If he sends me a rush, I'm just going to ice stall it now because he's going to die first. And I send more region rainbows and keep behind our rotors and down roll just in case, because there's just no way he's defending that. And the Sabo wears off and he just ends up going down. So that's why Chokerish Heli is just really bad. It like doesn't work. And he's gonna be getting out from like crazy. Like around 24, I'm gonna have 2 facilities and he's gonna have 1 or something like that. So the better play is to just match the back, honestly. Alright, so his losing map is Hot Tub here. I pick NFE here, which is a terrible pick for this map. Like, NFE just not good. Dart wins like 99% of the time here. So this is already losing for me. Probably he just plays his card correctly, but I didn't really know the jug sports for this map. So I didn't really want to go Dart winner because I know he's pretty experienced with Dart. So I just go NFE here. I go for 262 eco start. Not really eco number, it's just whatever. I probably should have sent lesser there because it just forces the same amount of defense. Let's just go for my Wattle farm. Just chill now. So round 4, I should be buying. I just spike here, but the thing is, bro, he's setting blues. You should be going for a 9 chains right away because sentries don't really do much, man. Like, all the PS is in the 9 chains, and I do end up stunning out this round, bro. This is like so bad. Like, just buy a 9 chains and you should be fine here. So I noticed that and I just end up going for 9 chains. This is also a misplay because you should have bought a 9 chains first and then bought a faster engineering, because that way you wouldn't have stalled out the rounds. So again, this round is gonna be stalled out as well because I should be just over defending, honestly, but I do end up stalling out this round, unfortunately. So it's already looking really bad. Like, there's just no way out of this game now because the rounds are already so long. Like, it's only 2 minutes in and it's round 6. So I send him a few greens here, just trying to force his 0-2 dart, and I do end up forcing it. So I stop sending. I will send blacks to layer upon, and pinks followed by it. So we have identical eco right now. and same farms as well. And he ends up selling me another green rush. Now, again, bro, I'm not buying a sprockets. What you should do here is just buy a sprockets on last and then just defense. But I end up going for a second 9-inch nails, which is just horrible. Like 9-inch is not even efficient. But at the time of playing this, I didn't really know about that. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like I should just buy sprockets on the top NG. Don't do any of this. So round 8, I'm just sending my yellow rush, just forcing a pull, delaying his plantation, standard stuff. And I send my bottom 9-inch nails here. I guess my thought process was that I could just sell it for a farm, and I don't have, if I go for sprockets, I won't be having selling power. But he ends up selling me another rush here, and this again delays the round, which is just so bad for me. Like, see, it got delayed by like a few 2 or 3 seconds there. So he's played this perfectly so far. He has 480 eco and a plantation. That's like already winning, bro. He's in such a good position right now that honestly I can't really do anything. So I sent him a region. Let's just try to force a spolt here. 2 zebras for the buy. Just try to force a spolt, and I wanna get up my trap here soon. And he sends me a few whites here, and this is honestly looking really rough for me because I don't have a sprockets up, and I almost died here, but I do some micro and clutch up. Now he has 500 eco and 1.5 plantation. So he's tied me in farms, and he has like 60. He says like 70 more eco, bro. So this is like losing for me, and I already lost all my lives and spikes. So there's just no way I win this game now. If he just banks right now and just defends my rushes here, there's not really much I can do, honestly. I mean, one approach here, probably the best approach for me here is to just go for a bank and just try and take it late, bro. Like, you have a stall, so there is a slight bit of chance that he counters way too late and you end up rushing with fast cooldowns around 35, and maybe he chokes his micro, something like that. But again, the chances are just so slim of that happening that I just don't consider it. And I just sent him a massive rush here, just trying to force his pull, force a boost, but he's just fine with double spolt, bro. Like, honestly, bro, spolts are so good on this map. Like, all he has is 2 trips and 2 spolts, and that just defense that. He didn't even leak any lives there, honestly. So round 16, I attempt another rush. Like, I just have to commit to rushing at this point. This is just similar playstyle to game 1. Like, I just gotta rush him and try and force his bank set, otherwise he's just over for me because Ninja is really hard to defend. I had to boost round 16 as well. And I set him a massive rainbow rush here. This is just a desperate rush at this point, but he cashes out, I think, for a double jump and a trip as well, and he's just fine. So it's basically over now, even though we are tied in eco, but back is just so much faster than plantation route. It's not even gonna matter. So the last test for Dark Player here is to just fan club. Is he gonna have enough money to afford a fan club for second boy here? That's the last stage of this game. If he does have enough money, it's over, bro. It's like I should just surrender after that point because it's just over. He boosts the first one, standard stuff now. Let's see if he has enough for a fan club. If he does, then this game is over. There's nothing I can do. So set him a rush, blue boosted as well, just so he's gonna have a little bit less time. No way, I did not blue boost. I don't know what I'm doing. And he sends a jug and basically affords it, right? Yeah, he affords it like barely with $135 to spare. So yeah, it's over basically. I sent him a region lead rush. He just ODS's up and he's just fine. I couldn't send any more boils because ODS just saw those boils on this map. This is just over at this point. Like, there's not really much I can do. I should honestly double trap if he sends a rush, because ninjas are just so bad on this map. So round 20, I tried to farm. Like, there's not really much I can do, honestly. Yep, he rushes and I just go for double trap. I had to sell the plantation there as well. I should have just sold my Jitsu, since when you're in such a bad position, you just have to take risks. Like, there's not really much point. Also, I end up almost dying there, but I do clutch up, but it doesn't really matter. And he has a BI now. And I just set him double Moab here. Just try to do something, like force something like a cash out, or maybe just see if he miscalculated, but he does have enough money for a fan club here. Yep, again, barely affording $300 to spare, so he's calculated this pretty well, and it's just over, but that's like my last rush. Now I can't really do anything. So he goes for a jug in that spot. That's an interesting spot. Yeah, because then the ODS doesn't get blocked by the leads, right? Yeah, that's a good spot. I'm gonna use that spot from now on. And EA is kind of pushing, honestly. I don't really care if I die, but I just get up, manage there just to defend. Alright, so he is out equaling us by 320, which is at 580, I think. Yeah, it's like $580. I can't really do math right now. So yeah, it's looking pretty rough. I'm getting ready to get up a facility. I think I just have to play greedy at this point. Like, there's not much you can do if you don't greed. Otherwise, he's just gonna cash out for a facility and then send you a ZMG, and it's just over because you can't defend ZMGs on this map. Like, it's just not gonna happen with NFE. With Spike Factory, you can defend ZMGs, but Spike Factory also dies to like round 32 all out and whatnot. So yeah, round 24 AI is on the way. And I'm getting ready to get up a facility. There's the facility. He almost something. Let's see what he's sending here. Okay, so he just sent me a ZMG. So this is like bad news for me. I cannot defend this whatsoever. Like, all I have is a 4-0 facility. That's like what? 16k, yeah. That's gonna get me like 3 or 4 Jitsus. That's just nowhere near enough. Like, I'm gonna have to rebuy Sabo as well and whatnot. So defending this is gonna be impossible. So I have to counter here. Also, you can't really counter Ace. So the plan is to just stall this out and send him BFBs in installments, like in 2 or 3. I should honestly just send 2 BFBs, since 2 BFBs and then 2 Moabs. If they try to fan club the 2 BFBs, you can just send Moabs, like 2 Moabs, and it actually overwhelms. So that's what I should have done here. But look at his money, bro. He has 850 eco as well. He has 27k. So and you only need 16k to GZ. So he's not running money out of money anytime soon. He just GZ that again. I sent him to BFBs again. And he has 25k more. So yeah, he can probably GZ like, how much is that? But you lose like 4k every time. So there's like 5 more GZs at least, right? Because he can just sell his jugs, and his eco will also catch up. So there's not really much I can do. He's about to GZ this as well. Defended. He GZ'd again. And yeah, it's pretty much over. I should just surrender here at this point. Try to Sabo again, but it's basically over. So that's game 2. It's 1-1 right now. I should just honestly just went down there. But yeah, and if he just loses there like 99 times out of 100. So my using map is gonna be Ghostly Kosia, and I'm going sub glue. At the time of recording this, no one actually knew about the sub glitch. Basically, what the sub glitch is, like, the reactor decreases the power cooldown, the ability cooldown of the first strike. And I linked it in the I button here in the top right or something. That's really nice because you can basically defend infinite CMGs. So at the time of recording this, we didn't know about it. So yeah, we're not gonna be using that tech here. So round 2, you both said they're like what? Basically max queuing at this point, because it's like a high equal number. So I'm really just calculating at the back of my head. Also, I do not have more bananas, which is really bad. But I'm trying to go for an airbus here because I don't really want to leak low, because then ceramics and Moabs are gonna be issues. So we both go for airbus here. I don't think he has a more bananas as well, right? So yeah, it's really just even so far. He has 4 more eco, but we're up in money, so it's literally just even. So round 4, I buy my more bananas and just chilling at this point because Airbus just defends everything. Well, round 5 is here. We'll both just save up for plantation. We won't get up the round 5 plantation. So gotta get like 6 or 7 bananas here, I think. Round 6. You could send greens and it actually overwhelms our Airbus, but in my opinion, it's just not worth it. You have to send so much only to do so little. Like, it's just not worth it. You're better off just sending like yellows round 8, and you can get away with sending a little bit and still forcing a boost or a second airburst. So it's nothing really much going on right now. It's just passive. They're both just farming on. Round 8, you definitely want to send yellows because it just overwhelms so easily. So we both buy a plantation since we're going to have enough money for a 0-1 sub. And 0-1 sub on boosts the defense yellows. So not farming there is just going to lose you a lot of bananas, honestly. So we will do this identical stuff here. And round 8, I'm getting ready to layer a rush into round 8. And I do end up forcing the boost. He's rushing me as well. I do force him to rush me a lot, because I wait to use my boost. So I ended up leaking quite a bit there, and we both re-rush here. We both have to sell our farm. This is getting into a drain game now, which is very interesting. But after you get up a reactor, there's like nothing really you can do. So I just sell my 0-1 sub and go for a farm here. But I notice he sells his Airbus and he has his money invested in a sub, because what is that, bro? Like, you can't really send camos till round 10, till round 12. So why did he just go for submarine? Like, that just doesn't make sense. So select Misprise, and that's gonna cost him a boost. Now we are up a boost, so we are outplaying so far. Also up in eco, Tyrian farms, like, it is in such a good position. Just should always just take it late now. So round 12, I go for my plantation. Since I can just sell my sub and glue and go for a reactor, that's basically defense infinite region rainbows. Round 13, I again go for my farm. I still have money in my pocket just in case he rushes. I've noticed how I'm not going for a reactor right away, because I want him to rush me to force the reactor. That way he has to spend money into forcing my defense, so he's not gonna have enough money to just walk around with, you know. So round 14, I'm just getting ready to BI. He just went for a round 13 ban. So he sends a rush here, exactly what I was saying, forcing him to spend money to force defense. Always something you wanna do, otherwise they're just gonna have too much money. So round 15 is here. I'm getting ready to BIA. He doesn't have any money to BI anytime soon, so this BI is gonna be massive here. Round 15, I am off like $700. Like, I'm off like $200 here, so I did not get up my BI there. So he just ends up selling a ceramic. Is there a ceramic in there? It's not, so he just baited me. So well done, nice bait by him, because I am really low on life, so I'm not taking any chances. So round 16, I just buy my BIA here. I still have 1200, so this is a terrible round to rush on because there's like no balloons in the air. So he sends me 3 ceramics. He sends me 4 ceramics. So okay, that's like just $1,200 in defense. And all it did, I didn't even need to cash out there honestly, but I do end up cashing out just in case, because it's just a waste of money by his end. And notice how he has like no money left now, so he's not getting up a BI anytime soon. So we are making 50 more eco every round, which is really, really bad for him. Like, he's going to get trained here soon. So round 18, I just go for a glue hose and double ballistic here, and that should defend, right? I'll go for a 2 and glue as well, just to be safe, and it ends up defending. Nicely done. She cashes out here round 19 because his pack is probably full. And now the thing is, look at the eco lead. I already have 60k, 60 more eco. He has 8.5 thousand invested right now, which is really bad, because you always want to have your money invested into like farms and stuff. and not just hold it or do, because that just doesn't make any interest of it. So round 19, he doesn't go for a BI here because he doesn't. He wants to send me a PFP, and also he has to defend one. So smart play by him, but he's just getting outplayed at this point because he doesn't have a BI and I do. So I'm just gonna boost this, honestly. Like, you don't need 2 boosts anyways. But this loadout is fine with, like, I mean, I didn't know about the sub tech at this time. You technically need 0 boost. But if you're not using the tech, you do need 2 boosts. So I just boost here. Also, I think cashed out there. It's really bad, bro. Like, you should just defend without. Either you should just boost or just cash out there. So he ends up greeding for PIA here. I just sent him a BFP just to force a cash out here. Let's see if he cashes out here. Let's his current defense does it suffice, bro? I don't think so, right? He's gonna need more defense. So he just got reglued. So he has 15 more seconds to defend this. 10 more seconds. Gets up the triple ballistic. It's gonna get unglued. Okay, it did get reglued in time. Yeah, he ends up defending. So nicely done, bro. He didn't have to cash out there. So that BOP was a misplay, but I'm still outplaying because look at the farms, bro. I'm still up for 60 eco and I'm up Republic right now. So yeah, we are indeed outplaying so far. Even though that PFP was a massive display, because at this point, bro, after you have like 500 plus eco, you just get money so fast, especially when you have a stall. Like, you don't really have to worry about much. So round 23, I have double Republic, still up Republic and 60 eco, and we both have the same defense. It's literally just defense is literally just even. Except I'm using like a slightly lower clue spot. I think my spot is better, bro, because I just like the best spot because I think it hits the lower path as well. It just have more map coverage. So I micro my subs on strong, both of my subs on strong, just to defend the ceramic layer, and my submarine can clean up the rest, which ends up working out. Like, we defend that AI so easily, and one more eco moves and this is by my facility. So he can't really match my facility because he has like 3.3k, so he's not buying a facility anytime soon. And I just do the farmer tech and just to hide my valuable bananas, so he doesn't have information on whether I want the valuable bananas or not. That way, if he is trying to send me a BFP to punish, he doesn't really have much info to work with. And round 25, we're just fine. Don't really need any more defense, honestly. He cashes out for facility there. I think it was uncooked, right? I don't know. I didn't really know how much he had in it, so I can't be the judge of that. Okay, so now he goes for double facility. I'm getting ready to sell my BI as well. Soonish here, I should send out 27. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till one more round here just to get the interest in. I'm gonna buy a double facility here. I just go for 4th farm here just because 2 of my republics are about to become a factory here in like 2 more seconds. And boom, sell my BI, that's 90k in there, and buy a double facility. So we are up an entire facility right now, which is just insane. And we are also up, how much is that? 30, 90, 100, it's like 230 eco or something like that, 220 eco, something like that. Yeah, it's 220 exactly, right? Yeah. So we're up 220 eco and an entire facility right now, which is just crazy. We're playing like crazy right now. And we both go for, I ended up going for a ballistic here, which is a misplay. We only need an airburst because look at his screen, he's just fine with an airburst instead of a ballistic. So could have saved $1,500 there and put them into my farms. But even then, bro, like, I'm still up in facility, it doesn't really matter. Just playing it safe at this point. Using my eco lead and farm lead, I'm just gonna have more money late game. Because money grows exponentially and it looks like a small lead right now, but it just grows so fast. Like, I'm gonna have a massive lead till like round 33 or something. Alright, so round 29, we're gonna have to stop farming soon because the CMG allouts are gonna be on the way. So getting ready now. We have still have $1,500 more invested in our defense. Don't really need that much defense. And I just stopped farming here because we're not gonna make enough ROI for defending CMGs, because you're gonna have to sell your facility and it won't have enough time to generate the money back, if that makes sense. So I get ready here, spamming subs at this point. Keep in mind, we did not know, neither of us knew about the tech here, about the submarine tech. So you're gonna be going for ballistic spam, which is not the play. So let's see how this goes. This is gonna be a standard round 32 or round 33 all out, I think. So round 31, it's round 32, right? Yeah, I just all out him round 32 because he's just not defending this. Because the way first tech works is it hits the strongest balloon. So CMG layer is gonna get popped first, and basically then you won't have like control over the Moab and BFP layer. Like when you go like something like Dart Farm Ace, you actually, or Heli Farm Ice, you have so much control on what part of the rush you want to defend. But unlike those strats, you don't really have much control with sub, because if a lot of BFBs pop, the trajectory of the sub just changes. Look, it's hitting in the it's hitting diagonally right now, and it's just chasing. Once you start chasing, it just overs, and he just ends up going down there, which is expected, because once it looks manageable, but in like in a span of like 2 or 3 seconds, it just gets so ugly, like so fast. And once your subs start chasing, it's basically over, because you can't control what part of the rush you wanna defend. So 2-1 right now, we're winning 2-1 right now. This losing map is Offside. We are going Heli forwards, which I think is the meta for this map. And I see him go passive start, so I think he's going Dart for base. But I see the whistle, which is like so rare. Like no one uses whistle on this map, so I'm really shocked here. And I'm just gonna do the standard 261 eco start, just to make my farmers, just to warm up a bit. And I'll just go for my farm. This is like standard gameplay. He does not go for his fireball. Maybe I should have sent more blues then. He just affords. Okay, so he did not go for the 1-0 farm then. So he ended up like missing bananas. Like he ended up missing 2 bananas, I think, in total, because he didn't buy his 1-0 farm. So round 4, he sends me some stuff. I get up my ice too early. Now the balloons are gonna be frozen, but I get a little lucky, and the round is fortunately anti-stall. Also, the thing with Wizzers, the reason why Wiz does not work on a map like this is because look at his Wiz, bro. It's anti-stalling right now, even though it's in the like back of the map. That's the thing with lightning, bro. Like it just anti-stalls, and the rounds just fly by, and there's not really much you can do. So round 6, I just greed. Also want to go for our staff freeze as soon as possible, just so we anti-stall the rounds. And yeah, I just defend the rush, not really get any life, which is good. I just passive game this so far. He is up 6 eco, but it's basically identical, because we're gonna need, our defense early game is way expensive, but we do better late game. So what is it going here? I mean, people run Wiz Ace. People also go something like Wiz Ice, Wiz Glue. Like you can really just run anything with Wiz here. So really hard to predict. Honestly, Wiz Ace is the safest play, but it just gets drained so easily, especially on the map like Offside. So I just send him region whites here, just trying to force a second lightning, because if he farms on after this point without getting up a second lightning, he's just gonna have way too crazy of farms. See, look at this. He already has 2 plantations, and this is already BIE base. So I have to basically force defense here, and I do end up forcing a third Wiz. And honestly, I should just stop sending now because it's already a third fireball. Don't know why I'm still sending. You can just stop, bro. You're not forcing any more defense. Okay, I do end up stopping, so that's good. He's just farming, bro. Like, he's about to get up around 15 BIA. This is really bad. I mean, I should just match his BIA or back and just win late game because this is this bad, especially on Offside. It only works on like maps like Interchange. So round 12, he balloon boosts something at me. He's balloon boosting camo nets. He's just trying to bait out something here, but I don't really panic. And he ends up going for a bank here. And I'm sending Zebra. As soon as my eyes inside regional block. What am I doing? Chat, you're not seeing any of this. Just skip the video. I'm just kidding, bro. I need the watch time. Just keep watching. So basically, why I'm upset is there's basically two things you can do when someone greets. You can either force a sell by not balloon boosting the first rush to get his boost out, and then sending a massive secondary rush here, and that's what I do here, but it's just so inconsistent and it just ends up defending. So this is a really bad play. I don't recommend doing any of this, and he sends me basically an all out here, and I don't have enough money, and I just end up going down here. I try to get up a downdraft, but just don't have enough money. So really bad play. Highly don't recommend doing that. Like, don't do. Just forget whatever you saw, bro. You didn't see anything. So what I should have done there is just match his bank with higher eco and you win the game. Like, it's 100% win rate, bro. Like, why did I just go for bank sell approach? Like, it's just so bad. Alright, so it's 2-2. My losing map is Hydro Dam here. Really confident with Buccaneer. So this is gonna be losing map. We both go for passive start, which is the play because you can't really anti-stall on this map. I mean, you can, but then you have a terrible graveyard spot. So I go for a 1-0 farm. Actually, he starts with a 0-0 farm and a Buccaneer. I don't think that's the play because you miss a banana on round 2. And honestly, live, you don't really need lives. You only need 1 life to win. Also, notice how his grape shot is a little bit higher. Let's see his trajectory after he buys a grape shot there. But I think it's way too high. Let's just see though. Let's just wait. And I end up going for a second 0-0 board. What am I doing here? Just to save some lives. This misplay again because you just lose money. Like, just leak the lives, bro. It's not a big deal. You only need 1 life to win. So yeah, that's another misplay by me. I should just win for a grape shot. So round 4, we both gonna max Q pins here, I would imagine. Alright, so let's see his grape shot here. Like, okay, so look, it's set on close. And the thing is, bro, 2 of the grapes are going above the tunnel, right? And they are not facing through the water stream like my grape shot spot is, and that's really bad for him. So he's gonna leak more than me, I would imagine, because this is an optimal grape shot spot. So I just buy my plantation here. It's gonna be 1 more eco boost before him, right? I mean, we did leak more than him, but he sent more, so that makes sense if I leak more. Like, he has 20 more eco, so he did end up sending more, but just use my grape shot spot. I don't recommend using his spot. And round 5, he keeps sending, so I just go for 0-0 Buccaneer. Gonna need it anyways for round 6, so I'm fine with getting it up, honestly, don't really care. And round 6, I just send him a few blanks. He just forces grape shots, always. And I just go for my grape shot as well. And he uses a different grape shot spot here. So the whole thinking behind that spot is, it's actually a good destroyer or a cannon shit spot late game. Not really late game, mid game as well. Whereas my spot is better optimized for grape shot. So his spot does do well late game, but struggles early game, I would imagine. But looks like he's just farming. He's not really leaking much. So his grape shot spot does end up working out. I don't know, bro. It just seems consistent because it's not supposed to work out this well. I guess that's just a better spot. Maybe it has to be involved with grape shot RNG or something. I don't know, bro. So round 8, send him a massive yellow rush, then I force a boost, which I do, and I end up boosting as well. So pretty identical so far. He is up slightly bit in eco, And let's just get ready for a re-rush here. Does it look like he wants to sell a re-rush? Maybe he wants to leave it round 9. And this is by my plantation here. Just because this is a very short round, I'll get money back instantly and get up a third grape shot if he rushes. So don't really care reading there. Round 10, we both go for a glue. His glue is slightly lower than mine. And he's going for a 0-0 bucket here. I don't know why he goes for that. Like, you don't really need any defense. Like, I'm not even sending you anything. And he ends up going for a yellow rush. Not yellow, white rush. Again, bro, I don't really like this rush, honestly. Because I'm gonna need a destroyer anyways. And it just delays your own bank. Like, it's not a good rush. So, send him a camo there. See, I have a 0-0 farm up. 1-0 farm up. So I'm making 3 more bananas. I made 2 bananas last round. I'm gonna make 3 bananas here. And he's sending me another rush against a destroyer. Like, that's not gonna do anything. So in total, I'm up $300 because he didn't buy that farm. And let's see if he buys a farm now. Round 14, he's balloon boosting or rush again. Let's just go for a glue boost and then just defense. And round 40, again, he doesn't have a 1-0 farm, so I end up making 5 plus 3, that's 8 more bananas, that's $480 more. So I just made $480 more because he doesn't have a 1-0 farm up. And now he gets it up. It's gonna be one banana, I think, right? So it's like what? It's $420, right? Yeah. So I'm up $420 right now. I also have money invested in my defense, and I just go for around 14 back. And he can't really back right now, because round 16 is on the way, and he's saying sorry even though he's in a complete losing position right now. And he just ends up going for a bank, and I'm just gonna rush him now. I'm not even gonna balloon boost. I sell my glue boost and we buy a 2-2 glue just to get some money, and I send him pings over the top, and this has to be a boost. If he doesn't boost, he's just dead, and yeah, he just ends up dying there because he doesn't want to boost. So that's the series, honestly, bro. That last game I would have won anyways, because he didn't play that optimally. He just sent weird rushes like round 11 and 14 and whatnot. So yeah, GG to Sinful. There's not really much to say. We're gonna be playing. So we basically confirmed second place in this tournament. So we're gonna be getting like what? How much is second place, bro? It's like $200, right? So we've secured 200 right now. And in finals, we're gonna be facing off against Foxito Papito. And let's just pull up the bracket one sec to see who he has beat to make it out of the losers bracket. One sec here, let me pull it up. Alright, so Foxito beat Nakam, which is just I quit why not you two, in losers bracket 3-0, and then he beat Gold Shape 3-1, and then he beat Sinful 3-2. So he basically beat everyone in the losers bracket, and he's going to be facing off us in the finals here. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be uploading it soon in like 1 or 2 days. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, drop a like on the video and drop a sub as well, and I'll see you all in the next one.